Hey everyone, how's it going? Anthony Muthurajah here, back with a new video lesson for y'all. Back with a new practice routine actually. So, for those of you who haven't seen the last practice routine I posted in 2022, I'm going to put that link right up there. Okay. So, I was just thinking of a way to scale up the challenge a little bit. So, the challenge, to talk very briefly from the previous video, was to play your major scale, melodic, harmonic minor, and both the symmetrical diminished scales in 2 octaves minimum in all the 12 keys. Okay, I say 12 keys, there's arguments about how many keys we actually have. I just look at it based off of 12 root notes. So since we only have 12 notes, do it on each of them, and you kind of get through a particular system and routine to play these scales. So playing the scales helps build your technique. Okay, and it helps solidify your technique. Now, I wouldn't say that they have the best musical applications, because just playing up like this, that's not music, but it's still kind of worth exploring, because it gets your hands moving, gets both your hands working. So for the next portion of trying to up this, right, you're trying to build on this, what I want you to do is take the harmony apart for each of these scales, okay, and then just play them as triads, and do that based off of all 12 keys or 12 root notes. So if I'm C major, play all the triads: C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, C major. And what I want you to pay attention to is how I'm playing it all in position without doing this. Because this, while it's not wrong, it really can be limiting in terms of how you can actually play the neck, right? So those are your triads in C major. Then we do C melodic minor. So that's C minor, D minor, E flat augmented, F major, G major, A diminished, B diminished, back to C minor. Then we will do harmonic minor. So that would be C minor, D diminished, E flat augmented, F minor, G major, A flat major, B diminished, C minor. I want to quickly point out one thing. Now, of course, for instance, when we play F minor, I also have F diminished triad there. And similarly, when I play A flat major, I also have A flat minor. So if you want, you can add that to the whole variation. So that starts to change and shape the sound a little bit. So that would be C minor, D diminished, E flat augmented, F diminished, F minor, G major, A flat major, A flat minor, B diminished, and then C minor. You also have B augmented, G augmented. So there's these additional options that start to show up. And when that happens, I just want you to make a note of it. You can choose to play them all. So like we have F minor and F diminished. Play whatever variations you might have on that particular note within the scale. So doing this helps you with the way you construct lines. So it just kind of helps create and build an environment where you are starting to pay attention to harmony and the way a shift of a note actually is a shift of sound as well. Okay, so after this, you do your diminished scales. The diminished scales, again, can be a little complex, but I'll try to keep it as simple as possible. So let's say I'm doing the half whole. Typically what happens with the diminished scale is that in terms of seventh chords, you will have a seventh chord on each degree of the diminished scale. So I have here, so on and so forth. So we can just do triads. So C diminished, C sharp diminished, E flat diminished, E diminished, F sharp diminished, G diminished, A diminished, B flat diminished, and C sharp diminished. And the cool thing with this is because they're all diminished triads, you can kind of position them based off of the shape, like that. That's one shape. Another shape would be the 3 fret kind of span. Ah. So you have so many options of laying these triads out, and I want you to do the triads just in one octave, and once you're comfortable, push it to the second octave and then just try to play the entire neck. So if you incorporate this along with the scales, you will really reinforce your technique, and you start to develop an ear for harmony in the most basic form. Because trust me, if you can get triads down, all the chords you can think of become that much easier because they can be broken down into triads. So when I look at big chords, C major 7, 9, sharp 11, 13, those are just a sequence of triads. And then you can build that into seventh chords and whatnot. And then you can just really start to shape things with so much control and authority that you don't have to second guess yourself. But you have to stick to this. You have to stick to doing this every day, even if it means 10 minutes. You don't have to smash through all 12 keys and all positions and whatnot. But get started somewhere and really focus on it. Even if it means you have to stay on C for a week or a month, do that. But build it efficiently. In fact, since you have 12 months in the year, you can choose one root note for the month and then really hammer away at the scales and the triads. And trust me, it will guarantee you growth. It will improve a lot of facets. A lot of the holes you feel in your playing will start to get filled, and not just filled, but you have control over how you choose to fill those gaps in your playing. Okay, so I hope this helps you, and happy holidays, season's greetings, and all the good stuff, and I will see you all in the shed until the next one. All right, peace.